Oh my gosh, that final area. Okay, so first off, getting there is the joy because you kind of go all loopy and everything.
Yeah.
Um, and you just hope you don't come into those annoying enemies. Every enemy that you come into is annoying. The bat boons, the ball rogs, whatever there are. The blizzards. Yeah, just a hard time even getting there. Okay, you go in this town, and it's a little familiar.
Oh yeah. Wait, haven't I been here before?
Oh yeah, this is where we started the game. It's Middenhall, or is it? And so I went in here and I talked to everyone, and they're all like, praise Hargon. Hargon's great. Oh, here's a warp panel. You don't have to use it though, because Hargon saved the day. And and so I went in, I scratched my head, I came back out. I used the inn, like there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I didn't see anything I was supposed to do. Maybe this is just like a little funny thing. And then I walked around the area again, and I was like, there's nothing else here. And so I went back in, and the funny thing is, on the overworld, it's a tower, but when you go in, it's Middenhall, question mark. So the guide says use the Eye of Malroth to dispel the illusion. And then when I did that, I noticed the inn. I spent money on the inn. Nothing even happened. My guy
Yeah.
didn't, charge.
You got ripped off, dude.
Yeah, I got ripped off 12 gold.
Hargon.
Dare you taking my money?
He's also a thief.
Yeah, he's put up a good front. How did you feel about this segment?
It's a lot of good stuff going into it, but just like a lot of places in this game, its execution is lacking. I would have liked like something to hint me as to what to do. Like it isn't. That's what makes it a game, you know. Is like the game has a game has take back. It has give and take. It's like if you want me to do something, clue me into doing it. Like be like, oh man, like if too bad too bad you don't have the eye, man. If you had the eye,
Yeah,
you could see us. Like somebody just give me something. Whereas this game, it's like, oh, you should have just known. Like, what?
yeah. Okay, so first off, using the Rubus charm. Okay, maybe you figure that out. Okay, you got that item and you're supposed to use it, but use the Eye of Malroth in the center of the crucifix to ascend to the next level. What?
Yeah. Well,
That was
there's
bizarre.
like, come on, like, don't jerk me around. That's what I wanted to say to the game. Just give me the answer. I don't
Just put
want
a
to.
damn staircase there.
Yeah, this is crazy. I love the ideas of it, but it's the execution is so poor that it's like just more frustrating than anything else.
Yeah.
The tower wasn't so
See,
bad, at least.
no, especially well, okay, and that's kind of it is a downside in a sense because like I did like some of the other towers in the game. The
Mhm.
Tower of Moonbrook or whatever. The sea. What like whatever that one was with the old man. That was like a really memorable tower. I was like, oh my gosh, this is dragging, but I love it.
Yeah.
Like I need to get out of here, but I need to get this item. I didn't really feel that tension when I was in this tower. Except for the fact that you're already weakened because you had to fight so many monsters just to get here.
Yep.
And so maybe that's why like it is set up the way it is. There are mini bosses here, but they are just color coded versions of other bosses you've been fighting up to this point. And they have like weird names like Bazuzu
Do you
or
know what Pazuzu is?
Atlas. No.
If you ever see, and I don't recommend it, and I've never seen it either. I just know this. The Exorcist 2.
Okay.
Pazuzu is the name of the demon. So he
Okay.
must be a classic demon in some story, but The Exorcist 2 is Pazuzu. Which is weird to see in Dragon Quest 2. I'm just like, Pazuzu?
This was the pre-pun phase.
This is odd. Very weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird bit of trivia.
I just wish that these mini bosses were like spruced throughout. Not necessarily these ones per se, but like that they were more significant. Like if I fought Bazuzu in the damn sea cave, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be memorable.
But I didn't.
Fighting him now,
I,
I'm like, get out of the way. I'm trying to fight Hargon.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, well, let me just take him out, and then I'll go back to the main town. I'll restore my mana, and then I'll come back to the tower. I'll take out Atlas, and whatever. And so, a bit too little, too late.
Yeah, the tower is a little underwhelming, but I guess in a way, both of us, I'm sure, were a little bit relieved because
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's like we've been beaten up on this road, on this roamed
yeah.
area for like
The
3 hours.
road. Oh my gosh, I stayed up till 2 a.m. just trying to finish this damn segment. So I don't regret it. You know.
So we finally we get through it and we fight Hargon. How was this fight for you?
Well, like our any good Dragon Quest experience, this is a multi-part battle. So in the first segment, you are fighting the priest Hargon. I don't remember him being too memorable. The priest goes down pretty easy, although he does have some strong Firebane attacks, and the fact you don't have a multi-heal spell makes this really challenging, as were some of the other fights up to this point.
Mhm.
Um, but I think in like a good 4 or 5 turns, he goes down. How was it for you?
Hargon himself was pretty easy. Malroth would beat me on my first go through. Again,
Mm,
because my Prince of Canuck was using a cursed sword,
yeah,
so it would constantly be like he's like cursed and he can't do anything. And I was like, oh, you're killing me. And so I lost to him on my first one. So I had to do the whole trek over again. Uh, but yeah, eventually it wasn't too hard. But I like that. I like that when you beat the priest part, you're
hmm
like able to escape, and then the things block you.
yeah, and then the tower starts collapsing.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Yeah. And you know what? Malroth, this is the first time, and this is what I meant about the theme thing, where they go really like Satan.
Yeah,
In the first game, it's like, okay, you fight a massive purple dragon, great. And it was a good battle for sure. The Dragon Lord. But in this one, you're fighting this like mollusk looking creature, that looks sinister and evil, and you get the sense this thing is is evil incarnate.
yeah. I mean the whole area, especially with him like faking the town and everything. There's like a lot. This is like witchcraft. Like it
Mm.
feels like they were going for an evil, dark feeling, and I think it verges definitely on religious
Are you
because
saying the main character of Dragon Quest II is a witcher?
yeah, he's the Witcher. Remember the goggles that the Witcher had?
Yeah,
Geralt with his
Geralt,
goggles.
goggles of Rivia.
But no, I mean that's like a thing. Like, I mean, think about it. So you have to use the charm of Rubus, right, to reveal the truth about the area.
hmm
That's like a like I don't know, that one might be stretched, but it's like believing in not believing in the devil and like
Right.
speaking up
You
for
need
Christ.
the goddess like blessings.
Yeah. The Eye of Malroth you put in the middle of a cross. I mean, there's
Potential here.
in my opinion, Dragon Quest has always had a hint of the religious in it.
Yeah.
And this one is like almost not even hiding it in certain ways.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
yeah, Malroth is clearly a demon. I mean, he's got his skull
Yeah.
on a chain, which is just
Yeah.
kind of cool, I guess. But he looks like a demon.
Yeah. Demon Souls, the original
This is the demon souls of Dragon
of NES.
Quest. No, I think you're totally onto something when you say it's got that theme. It's got a serpent. I didn't even notice this. It has a serpent tail, like it's
Yeah.
a snake at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. And even that kind of wicked smile, it's just terrifying. Like, and this reminds me of like the Dragon Quest IV boss. It's been a while since I've played it, but like kind of this decrepit creature,
Yeah.
like a flying cockroach or something, and it's it was a very hard battle. This guy has so much HP,
Oh my
and
god.
supposedly in the original, the NES version, he had heal all as a spell.
Yeah. Fuck
Can you
that.
imagine? Yeah, I'm good. Can you imagine like getting to this point? suffering the the awful wilds, like of the damn like bat boons and like the everything, and then getting up to this part of the tower, and you take him down. You use all your magic, you cast defense, you cast increase, and then right before he goes down, he casts heal all.
That's very Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
You ever played some of the harder games in that series?
Yeah, I mean, I played through Apocalypse and 4,
Oh,
and
okay. And it's
so
like
I know.
it's like there's hard and then there's unfair. And I
Yeah.
think Shin Megami Tensei generally the harder ones skew towards unfair. It's like a lot of, and I know there's counters to the death ones, like where it's an immediate death. Like there's ways to
Mhm.
counter that. But still, it's like you can't stat your way through some of that. Like you can't persevere your way through some of that. It's just like it's a flip of a coin almost in some ways. And
Yeah.
that's what a heal all spell on this guy is. And that would just break my heart to see
Yeah.
that.
As it was, it took me probably 20 turns to take him out.
Wow.
And like just before he took out my main character, the hero, and I don't even think I had enough mana to revive him. So like when I sent you a picture saying like I beat him, my main character was dead.
Oh shit.
And somehow it was just enough where the prince and the princess, like minute attacks, took him out.
Wow.
I was
And
like,
they don't do anything to him.
Charm or Rubus?
They don't
Thank you, Rubus.
they don't do anything to Malroth. Like your pure damage is just your hero.
Yeah.
That's one thing I
100%.
didn't like about most Dragon Quests, because I love mages.
Mhm.
Like if real life were Dragon Quest, I would be a mage. Like no doubt in my mind. I love the idea of magic users. Boom, kaboom, all that stuff. Awesome. Love it. But in Dragon Quest prior to 11, there is no magic stat, like for magic power,
Mm.
which I've always really been irked by. Because eventually, the more you grind and everything, magicians aren't really like powerful. They become buffers, and they become like I can wave clear, but they, like against a boss, that doesn't do you any good. So
Yeah.
it's like when you say you lost your hero, especially in this game, like because your side characters are already underpowered.
Mhm.
That's crazy that you even got through it. It's because
Yeah.
like what's your fire spell gonna do? Like 8 damage?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. I pretty much just gave up. Well, that's another thing in that you're like kind of insinuating here. I hate when you get to final boss battles and half your spells you don't use them on a final boss because you know they don't work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you gave me all these tools to win, and now you're just gonna take them all away just because you want to make sure this is challenging. It's kind of like,
Mhm.
all right,
Pretty much the only strategy is cast a decrease on him, cast increase on you, attack him, and heal your party when you need to. Which is like every time.
All mage stuff goes out the window. Like
Right.
none of that matters anymore. Her whole identity is now you're a buffer instead of a wizard. That has always irked me about pretty much all Dragon Quests.
I do think though, like because some of your attack spells still do pretty good. Like when the princess has exploded, that does pretty well. But again, that's like a multi-attack thing, so you're kind of wasting mana using it on him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay though. I mean, they were still learning, so I get it.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
bad fight. It's certainly challenging, and I'm glad that the heal all was gone. That's all.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah.
If I saw him casting heal, I might not have done it. I just said, "Okay, Spence, we're going to do this as is."
Just watch a let's play.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you watched the let's play, you would have seen the ending of the game.